Australia's current migration targets state that they need 190,000 new immigrants in this year. It's kinda ironical for a country that shut its borders to foreign workers during the COVID-19 pandemic that they are the ones who are in desperate need of foreign workers right now. Which is why the Australian government has announced its largest ever immigration expansion program. And today we're going to discuss just that. I personally feel that 2024 and 2025 are the best years to migrate to Australia. And if you are aligned with that thought, then you are on the right video, because today we're going to talk about all the changes that Australia has introduced and how it can benefit you. So make sure you stick around. Hello, namaste. My name is Nidhi Nagori and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by, thank you so much for doing so. I'm a career content creator and I like educating my audience about different pathways that they can use to go global and move abroad. I'm originally from India. I've worked in more than 30 countries and I live in Canada. And for all my OG viewers, I'm still in Canada as I shoot this video. Just wanted to show you guys one word that's synonymous with Canada, that's snow, which is sitting outside right now. I'm also the CEO and founder of Globalogy, world's first edtech company to be featured on Times Square. We've helped more than 1,500 families achieve their dream of going global, of moving abroad, and we continue to do that through our various products and offerings. If you're interested in knowing what we do at Globalogy, please don't forget to check the description box below. And if you're looking for a job abroad, a PR, or a work visa, then make sure that you fill the form in the description box. And now let's talk about Australia. I'm going to be dividing today's video into 3 segments. First, I'm going to introduce all the new visas that are coming up in 2024 that you should be targeting. Then I'm going to talk about some major changes that are coming to the whole work visa situation and how it is applied for. And lastly, we're going to talk about changes to the PR application system. There have also been some changes around the international student situation, which I'm not covering in today's video. So let's talk about part 1, the new visas that are coming into effect in 2024. While in the recent update, the government of Australia announced only 3 visas, there is a 4th visa that has been in talks since 2022. In fact, the timeline for it was Jan 2024. I'm thinking it's going to be a little delayed, but it should hit us by summer of 2024. So that is being included in this video because it's a very exciting visa. Now, what are the 4 new visas? The first one is a specialist skills pathway. This is for foreign nationals that are earning more than 135,000 Australian dollars annually. This visa will receive expedited processing, but trade workers cannot apply for this visa. The next visa is the core skills pathway. This is for the bulk of foreign workers that sit between the income range of 70,000 to 135,000 Australian dollars per year. No expedited processing for this one. And lastly, the essential skills pathway. This is for foreign workers who are in critical occupations but are earning less than 70,000 Australian dollar per year. Now, if you go and Google online, you'll realize that worker exploitation is a massive issue in Australia. So this particular visa, the essential skills pathway, will have a lot of regulation to make sure that no foreign workers are being exploited and that there is complete cooperation with existing regulations. All these 3 visa holders will be allowed to apply for permanent residence, and they're also allowed to switch employers. The 4th visa, and the one that I'm probably most excited about, is called MATES. It's a special visa agreement that has been signed between India and Australia, and it only applies to Indian nationals. Under the MATES agreement, 3,000 Indian nationals will be able to apply for a work visa to Australia without any job and move there and look for opportunities. Currently, the expectation is that the MATES visa will be valid for 2 full years and will be available to anybody who's young, willing to go to Australia and find their life out there. This visa was originally signed back in 2022 and was expected to launch in Jan 2024. Like I said, we're expecting some delays, but definitely one of the most exciting visas to come about in the recent past from Australia. Now let's come to part 2 of this video. What are the other changes that are coming about in Australia itself when it comes to work visa and all those situations? So first, the biggest change that is coming about is setting up of an entirely new agency to manage these visas, work permits, foreign workers coming in and all of that. This is huge because this has never happened, and this tells you that the government is committed towards hiring foreign workers. So in late 2024, a new Jobs and Skills Australia agency will be set up. They'll assess the core skill occupation list, the shortage occupation list, and so forth. The second change that the government is introducing is consolidation. The government wants to remove all the underutilized visa classes, reduce the number of options available, and make the process less and less complicated for any foreign national to try and move to Australia. They are also streamlining the LMT, the Labour Market Test Assignment, by making it valid for a longer period of time. Previously, LMT was only valid for 4 months, but that timeline is getting increased to 6 months. For the ones who don't know, LMT or a labor market test or any labor market assessment is something that almost every country requires anytime a foreign worker is hired, not in a shortage occupation or not in a highly skilled occupation. In this, the employer goes to the government, tells them that while the job that they have open is not in shortage, it's not that's highly skilled, but they're still not able to find someone to fulfill it. Once they prove it to the government, only then can they hire a foreign worker for it. And the third and another exciting change to someone like me is that the government is going to come up with a register of approved sponsors. If you guys know, UK, Netherlands, Denmark, all these countries have a list of approved sponsors where you can go and look up companies that have a license to sponsor foreign workers. For times immemorial now, Australia has been thinking about doing it but has done nothing on it. And the needle just hasn't moved until this year. They're going to develop a whole list of approved sponsors, and each organization on this list can sponsor you a work visa. The government will also take a lot of steps to make sure that foreign workers are not exploited, and things like visa cancellations are not done whenever the employer wants. This will ensure that the foreign worker continues to remain protected. With this, section 2 of the video has come to an end, and let's talk about section number 3, which is changes to the permanent residency. So the Australian government, much like the government of New Zealand, is thinking of doing a complete overhaul of the permanent residency system. Don't panic just when you hear this. We don't have any timelines for it. This is something that's work in progress. The government is still thinking through it, debating through it, finalizing the points down. But what we know as of now is the government wants to use factors such as English proficiency, education, occupation of the person, age, and make sure that the foreign worker can continue contributing towards the growth of the economy. From where I see, I think it's going to be similar to the express entry changes in Canada. I'm expecting similar changes to come about in Australia, but only time will tell. And lastly, the government of Australia will continue to give regional Australia a lot of support through its foreign worker initiative programs that it's launching to make sure that the development in the regional parts of Australia does not stall. All in all, this is one heck of a time to apply to Australia. Like I said, the next 2 years are going to be a complete boom in Australia, and then it remains to be seen what happens. If you are actively looking for jobs in Australia, I'm going to link down a recent video where I covered my favorite websites and pages that I like to source jobs from. And if you need any help in signing up for PR or getting a job in Australia, don't forget to sign up for Globalogy services. As always, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, found this informative, found this fun, found it useful. If you did, please let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to do all the fun stuff like, share, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what else you'd like me to cover on my channel. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, you take care of yourself. Stay safe. Namaste.